All right. I think this is day 6. I got my cardio done. About to eat my pre meal snack. Breakfast number 1, aka uh cardio sucked. Actually, no. No, I got to stop that. Cardio, I stuck to like the real goal. Jogged for 15 minutes, walked for 15 minutes. Felt pretty good. I have to check how many calories I actually burned. Typically, it's about 500. Uh, Feeling good. Lower back's not feeling so great though. So next week when I do legs, probably will not be squatting. Probably won't be squatting. Probably for the best. Uh, Let me go grab my protein bar. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So I got a little secret to fill you guys in on. Went to my parents' house to watch the NFL draft last night. Had about 5 or 6 hot dogs. Those are my weakness, man. I'll tell you what. Uh, Usually I'm pretty good, but everybody has a bad day. Still regretting it. I can still feel those 6 hot dogs in my stomach, right about here. Not a great feeling. But you know what? You bounce back the next day and get after it. You do all your cardio, and the rest is history. Um, I woke up for about 4 hours in the middle of the night last night and couldn't go back to sleep. You know, I was sitting there thinking, I was like, oh man, I should probably take those supplements I bought all that time ago. So, if anybody actually ends up watching it and has any idea what times I should be taking these supplements, I got ashwagandha, zinc, multigummy. I know I just take this with like my breakfast. I'll probably take those now. I got fish oil and vitamin D3. So, if anybody has any idea on how or when I should be taking these, let me know. I would greatly appreciate it. I'm supposed to meal prep today, so I want to try and tape that shit today, but I don't know if I'll have time tonight. I got work at 6:45 today, so I already feel like I'm kind of pushing the time barrier here. But it's currently 2:30. Uh, I couldn't imagine my workout taking more than an hour. So it'll be like 3:30 by the time I get back. We'll just call it 4 in case anything happens. Gotta come home and eat again, take a shower, make a protein shake, and then go to work. So if I have time to meal prep, I will. But fucked if I don't. I don't got nothing to eat. All of it's gone. I think. I think it's all gone. Yeah, it's all gone. So yeah, if not, I'll do it on like Sunday and I'll record it and you know I'll make that. I won't work out on Sunday, but that will be the video for Sunday. Speaking of the draft, big Chicago Bears guy. I know Caleb Williams is gay, and kind of the whole organization is just kind of gay. But hey, I won't pretend with you guys. But you know, Dylan Thieneman, kind of a dog. Great draft pick. Uh, so looking forward to the draft tonight. On top of that, I'm hoping they go defensive line or edge rusher. But trust in Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson is not gay. Ben Johnson's kind of a dog. He's kind of that guy. So anything he does, I trust. I was wanting the Bears to draft Dylan Thieneman all off season, and that's who they got. So I'm pretty happy with that. If they got Caden McDonald from OSU, I wouldn't be upset. They'd probably have to trade up and get him though. Wouldn't be upset with that. But I know we need offensive linemen, or they say that we need offensive linemen. I don't actually think we need offensive linemen. I think we're fine. Anyways, I'm kind of just yapping now, so I'm gonna wrap this up. I'll see you guys at the gym after I finish my breakfast. Peace. Oh, before I do that, I want to show you guys the pre-workout I got. Uh, it's not sweet at all, which I was kind of expecting it to be. And it's here, let me see if you guys can see this. This is pretty nice. It was pretty nice. It wasn't like, I wasn't like, ooh, ooh. I'm sure if I double scooped it, I would. But big thing about pre-workout that I don't like is that usually they're huge scoops. I wouldn't call this a huge scoop. Excuse me. And it dissolves very well in water. Not very chalky at all. I have to see what what it's like with two scoops. I'm not gonna. Maybe I will two scoop today. I'm gonna double scoop today. I'm gonna double scoop today, and I'll let you guys know after the gym and everything like that. So I'll see you guys there. Okay, we're going a little heavy here to start, but we'll just go to failure. Right, I didn't like how the 30 felt doing that first set. The stretch was a little bit too big for my liking. Don't want no injuries. So we got the 25. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. 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 I saw him like one or two times after, but around that time he touched on it. John ripped into him. Good. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. All right, I am back. Pretty wicked arm day, if I have to say so myself. That was a pretty good one. Um, Now that I feel I'm like I have the mindset that people are watching me, and I have to do. I can't just fuck around. Really, not that I was fucking around before, but I was kind of fucking around. But now that I have like the mindset that people are watching me, and you know I need to be doing shit the right way, I feel like I'm learning a lot. Especially with those overhead single arm overhead tricep extensions and the single arm extensions. Uh, I feel like it shouldn't. It's not more of like a you're like an ego kind of a lift. It's more of a slow, isolated kind of movement, which you know a lot of people might be like, well, no shit. Well, and I mean, I kind of knew that too, but I just didn't really, I didn't have the pressure. I was just, as long as I'm doing it, I was, I was good. But clearly, that is not the mindset I need to have. So, to say the least, I think that recording myself and talking to essentially myself every day has, done exactly what I wanted it to do. Uh, and I mean, I just started taking pre workout, so I will give that some of the credit as well. So yeah, I mean, I think this is going exactly as I planned it to. Well, I didn't know exactly how it was going to go, but you know what I mean. Exactly, it's going exactly how I want it to go. Is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, the certain lifts call for more slow form centered movements, and other like I think last week I did the cable bicep curls, which is more of you're still looking for that squeeze, but it's like it's not so much slow. Which I mean, honestly, maybe I should just with most of the movements I was doing today, with like the exception of maybe hammer curls, the slow, concentrated squeezing kind of movements probably are going to be the bulk of my workout. At least for arms. At least for arms. Uh, you know, but you need those like those. I believe that you do need those like ego lifts where it's just like you're trying to move as much weight as you can. I.e. hammer curls. Um, you know, and bench press, dumbbell rows, barbell rows, any sort of like compound movement. That's really where you want to put that kind of energy, in my opinion. Uh, just because it's just you can't really you get the squeeze. Don't get me wrong, but like you guys know, you guys know. You don't need me to explain it to you. But yeah, killer day. My arms feel great. Double scoop the pre. I showed you before I left. I think I said that. And yeah, it was it was weird because I felt the tingling in my back and my legs. I wasn't really feeling them in my arms, which that's where I expected it to be. So not that it's a bad thing or anything like that at all, but definitely something to get used to. I am sorry. I'm kind of hopping on big time with the supplements. I've used like like supplemented like vitamins and fucking like zinc and fish oil and vitamin D3 and that kind of stuff, but in the past, but the pre's creatine as well. I've been using creatine for a very long time now, so I keep that in mind for whatever reason you might have. But yeah, I don't normally take. Here they are: the multigummy, vitamin D3, or the fish oil. I don't normally. I used to maybe at the beginning of fall last year when I was trying to get into it, but during that time I was still in school, so I was kind of like I was trying. It was hard managing my time. I went into detail about how like I handled like academics growing up and everything like that. So I never really had a lot of time. I played sports a lot. And that was really about it. Uh, so like it was just like go to get the get school the bullshit out of the way so I can you know have fun at the end of the day with my friends at whatever it was, football, wrestling, track, whatever it might be. And uh and then when I got home I'd eat and knock for like 12 hours. So yeah, it was not a whole lot. I didn't really prioritize academics a whole lot, to say the least. And honestly, now I definitely do regret it. So if any kids who are watching this, uh, study definitely comes in handy because when you get older, I don't know, math is kind of cool, engineering is kind of cool, physics is kind of cool, calculus is kind of cool. All those things to me are kind of interesting. And if you know how to do those things, it's kind of badass because they're exceptionally hard. So, one piece of advice: don't think you're too cool to do school. I know that's corny, generic, whatever you want to call it, but just don't. Just don't. Because I mean, honestly, what better do you have to do? Like you can't really do a whole lot. I mean, you can talk to girls and shit like that. But I mean, honestly, you give women that much power. Let me stop. I'm gonna stop. They take advantage of it. So, and then you find yourself in a bad spot. Which I will attest that any sort of heartbreak or disappointment you find yourself involved with uh, is a great form of motivation. But at the end of the day, all it is motivation, and motivation is always fleeting. So you might have like a good like week or two, but in the end, if you're not disciplined, you can't hold yourself to do difficult things when you don't want to. Then Not that you can't succeed in life, but you probably won't get super far. So girls will be around. They'll come around. And honestly, most of them nowadays are probably just like sex deviants. And honestly, a little scary. A little scary. So usually, when the butterflies come to the garden when you tend it, not when not when you're chasing after them. Probably a bad analogy. Probably wasn't the best analogy. But you guys get what I'm saying. Focus on yourself. The birds will come. So don't prioritize women. You shouldn't give anything that kind of power. Not just women. I love women. Don't get me wrong. I'm a big fan of them. But you can't. You got to. You got to. I mean, you got to worry about yourself. And then and then it will come. Then it will come to you, and then you don't really have to do nothing. Honestly, it's a lot easier that way. So yeah, like all these people that you see getting. I'm yapping. I'm yapping. I don't need to talk about this. This isn't this isn't what my audience is looking for. But you know, I got work tonight, so I'm gonna have to hurry up and hurry up and eat these burritos and take a shower. Take a shower. I should have time to meal prep. I should have time to meal prep. So, but yeah, I'll record it. I'll record it for sure. So I'll probably get started on that. I got chicken out last night to defrost. So I will include that in the video after I'm done eating. After I'm done meal prepping, I will probably make my shake, which I have to do. I have to give you guys the breakdowns of my protein shake. Oh yeah, and I also bought some other supplements. Some BCAAs, BACC. I don't know, something like that. You guys get what I'm saying. I hope. But I'll show you guys nonetheless when they come in. But yeah, I bought some more stuff to help with like recovery and stuff like that. Let me know if that's just like another Ponzi scheme that I should probably not fuck around with. Uh, See, and the reason why I stopped taking these in the first place was because I found out these aren't FDA regulated, which I don't love. Well, John, they're third party tested. All right. What? So what? They have a third part, like their friend, the people that own what Nature Made. They have friends that their friends are the third party. I don't know. I feel like it's just an easier way of corruption. Get you to just be like eating like sawdust or something like that. Uh, call me a paranoid conspiracy theorist. Whatever. But here, look at me. I'm about to take them for breakfast. So obviously, I'm not too concerned about it. But yeah, if you guys know any brands that are like the shit, I gotta take two of these. Let me know in the comment section. I'm always open to new things. Pause. All right. Well, I'm gonna I'm gonna wrap this up. I will see you guys when I'm ready to start meal prepping. All right. Here. Oh, nope. Mic's still on. So this is what I got here. It's about what, seven chicken breasts. I believe I'm probably gonna put about 200 grams of chicken on top of 200 grams of rice, white rice. Um, these are the two seasonings I got going on these. Kinder's garlic salt and Lowry's seasoned salt. A lot of salt. Sodium's through the roof. Uh, Not too worried about it. And the rice I started putting cilantro. That is what that bunch of green shit is. Cilantro. I usually match that with lime juice. So I make cilantro lime rice with chicken breasts. And I'll throw these in the oven for about 25 minutes at 400 degrees, and then I chop them up, throw them on top of a bed of rice, and the rest is history. I got the rice going right now. Uh, Oven is preheating, and I will be back when I'm ready to portion them up. Okay, I'll see you then. Okay, I hope you guys can hear me. I finished making food, but I'm running a little bit behind schedule. Uh, Ended up putting about, I think it was 250 grams of rice in there instead of just 200. Uh, Probably will just stick to 200 next time, but that's just what my calorie tracker had on there, so I stuck with that. Uh, Stuck to the 200 grams of protein or 200 grams of chicken, which is my protein. And yeah, now I got dinner for the next 6 days. I usually prep 7 days out, but I used a little bit too much rice today. So we will make do with what we have and go from there. All right. I'll see you guys on Monday. I got to get ready for work. See ya.